This is going to go over our main combo line. What you're seeing on screen is the list of things that we want to do on our first turn. First, we want to normal summon Joker. Then we want to make Time Star to search out our missing combo pieces. Then we're going to find ways to destroy Double Iris twice, because Double Iris is going to be our searcher for our star graph and our time graph. During the combo, we're going to have access to 3 revives. One is coming from Celine, summoning a spellcaster. One is coming from Cross Sheep, reviving a level 4 or lower monster from the graveyard. And one is coming from Black Fang, being destroyed. We're also going to have access to 3 destruction effects to extend our combo. One is coming from Electromite, destroying a face-up card. One is coming from Starving, copying the effect of Electromite. And one is coming from Pendulum Sorcerer's summon effect. A playable opening hand looks something like this. It has some big scales, low scales, and searchers. We don't have access to Joker, but we can make Time Star to search Joker. So in this hand, Wisdom Eye represents both a big and a small scale. In this hand, it's going to be our small scale because Black Fang is going to be our big scale. So typically, Harmonizing and Celestial will make Time Star. Time Star is going to search Joker for the normal summon by detaching Celestial, putting Celestial in the grave. We're going to revive that one later. Grabbing Joker. Joker is going to normal summon. Now in this case, we're going to search a card. We don't know what we're searching for, but generally it's pretty good to just search for Wisdom Eye, because Wisdom Eye represents any of the cards we're missing. So next we're going to go into Electromite. Electromite is going to move Astrograph to the extra deck. Then destroy a card on the field to add Astrograph to the hand. We're not going to activate Time Star effect. Add Astrograph to hand. Electromite draws. Activate Fang. Fang will then activate to revive Celestial from the grave. Activate Astrograph in hand. Add a copy of the card destroyed. Celestial gets revived. Electromite draws a card. In this part of the combo, we're not going to use a card we draw. So we're going to activate Celestial's on-field effects to add a card in the end phase. Now with Wisdom, we're going to do 2 things. Wisdom and Time Star is going to combo together. First we activate Wisdom. Wisdom effect activates. Activate Time Star effect, yes, to dump a spellcaster from the deck to the grave. In this case, we're going to dump Pendulum Sorcerer to get Pensork into rotation. Now, Wisdom Eye is not once per turn, so we're just going to activate it again. And we are going to put Double Iris in the scale. Next, we're going to activate Oath Dragon. Add a copy of Wisdom from the extra to the hand. Then we're going to go into Starving. Starving is then going to copy the effect of Electromite. Starving is going to destroy Iris. Add Astrograph from extra deck to hand again. Activate Iris. Activate Astrograph. Summoning Astrograph. Astrograph is going to add the second copy of Double Iris. Now, Double Iris here, the first search is usually going to be Stargraph. Next, we are going to be making Celine to revive Pendulum Sorcerer. Now, before making Celine, Celine needs 3 spell counters, and we can do that with our 2 scales, 1-2 scale, and with Stargraph being the 3rd spell for the spell counter. So we're going to make Celine with Electromite and Time Star because we're done with both of those. Celine gets 3 spell counters. Celine activates, remove 3 spell counters. Summoning Pendulum Sorcerer that we dumped earlier. Pendulum Sorcerer is going to activate to destroy 1, 2 to search the 2 Odd Eyes card that we need. It's going to be Dissolver and it's going to be Odd Eyes Synchron. Now that's going to trigger the effect of both Stargraph and Double Iris. Iris, being destroyed twice now, will search for time, and Stargraph is going to search for anything we're missing. In this case, we're still missing Purple Poison, not in our hand. Add a copy of Purple Poison. So now that we have everything in rotation, we can start building a board. First, we're going to be using Dissolver to summon a fusion, and because we're summoning a fusion, we're going to be making Cross Sheep. So we're going to be making Cross Sheep with Celine. We're done with Celine. And with Starving, because we're done with Starving. Next, we're going to activate Dissolver. Dissolver is our fusion spell. We're going to activate, summoning Odd Eyes Vortex. We're going to get rid of Synchrons because we're done with Synchron. And we're going to use one of the mages in our hand that we don't need. Let's just get rid of Black Fang. This is going to summon Vortex into Sheep Arrow. Sheep Arrow is going to activate. Do not negate yourself. We're going to summon Synchron back. So at this point in the combo, we need to start clearing up zones. We have 2 level 4s on board, which means we have access to a rank 4 play. This can be Dweller if the situation calls for Dweller. I made Cross Sheep specifically so that I can make a big Appaloosa. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then, now that our zones are cleared up, we can activate Synchron's effect. Synchron is going to synchro with the scale. Again, do not negate yourself. Making Baronne de Fleur. So at this point, we're pretty much done with the combo. We're just going to set Time Graph. We're going to activate Purple. We're actually going to get a little bit greedy here because we have Wisdom Eye in the hand. We're going to activate Wisdom Eye. Wisdom Eye is going to activate to search for Black Fang. Monster Reborn. Now, because Black Fang, when destroyed, is a Monster Reborn, we're going to activate Baronne de Fleur, destroying Black Fang. Black Fang is then going to activate to bring back Time Star from the grave. We end our turn. Now, Celestial Effect activates in the end phase to search a card for follow-up. We're going to grab Joker for follow-up on the next turn. Let's talk about this end of board. What's going on here? First, we have 2 Omni Negates in Vortex and in Baronne. We have a 4 material Appaloosa, and we have a Destroy 2 with Time Graph, destroying Purple Poison. We can also combo Time Graph with Time Star for a Send instead of a Destroy. Appaloosa is also getting all 4 of her negates because you can destroy anything that attacks into her with Time Graph. This allows you to save her negates and her arrows for your Pendulum Summon on your following turn. This is a grand total of 8 disruptions. Now, in a real game, you don't always get the full combo. You might open a bad hand, the opponent is going to hand trap you. They're basically going to stop you from your opening hand to getting to this end board here. But the only thing you're missing out on is going to be an Appaloosa with fewer negates or missing Time Star. Because your graph comes from destroying Double Iris twice, you will always have access to your back row spot removal. And as long as you have access to Pendulum Sorcerer, you will have access to Odd Eye's Synchron and Odd Eye's Dissolver, which are the two combo pieces that's getting you to Baron de Fleur and Odd Eye's Vortex. So as long as you're following the to-do list on screen, your end board is still going to look something close to this, no matter where they hand trap you.